She said it straight, no hesitation. "You're not invited to my wedding, but can we use your lake house for the honeymoon?" Those were Caroline's exact words. The pause on my end wasn't shock or rage. It was calculation. She had no clue what kind of storm she'd just triggered. If you've ever been dismissed by family or made to feel invisible, you'll understand every beat of this story. I grew up in a small Midwestern town. Just the two of us, me, the older sister, always carrying the responsible one label, and Caroline, the golden child. I worked through school, balancing shifts and classes, eventually saving enough to buy a little lake house in Michigan. That place became my pride, my retreat. Caroline. She was the one people admired, the one our parents paraded around at church. Blonde, blue-eyed, homecoming queen, everything I wasn't. And yes, I loved her, but she always got her way. Decades passed. I divorced, retired, and settled into life at the lake. Quiet mornings, coffee on the dock, peace I wouldn't trade for anything. Caroline, still glowing, was planning wedding number 3. This one, she promised, would outshine them all. Grand ceremony, lavish reception, catered to perfection. I waited for my invitation. Surely, as her only sister, I'd be there. But instead, I got a call. "We're keeping the guest list small," she said, voice sugary. "Just close friends and people who can contribute." That word stung. What she meant was, my ex-husband, a wealthy lawyer, could buy his way into her good graces. I couldn't. I stayed silent, listening, until she added the twist. "But after the wedding, we'd love to use your lake house. It's perfect for the honeymoon. Just a week or 2. I nearly dropped the phone. Not only was I excluded, but she expected me to hand over my sanctuary. The audacity. I told her I'd think about it. Inside, my pulse hammered, my palms slick. This wasn't just irritation. It was years of being sidelined, dismissed, used. She assumed I'd fold because I always had. Not this time. For days I wrestled with it. Should I simply say no? Should I cut her off for good? Then it came to me, poetic justice. I called her back. "Of course, Caroline. Anything for you." Her voice sparkled with relief. "Oh my gosh, thank you. This means so much." That was the moment I knew she'd regret asking. The week of her wedding, while she pranced in lace and practiced her vows, I quietly listed my lake house on Airbnb, half the usual rate so it would book fast. A family of 6 snagged it immediately for their summer getaway. 2 days before the ceremony, Caroline rang me. "Just confirming the keys will be under the mat." I smiled. "About that? You didn't get my text?" "Oh, honey, I rented it out. Since I wasn't invited to the wedding, I figured you wouldn't need me for anything. Don't worry, I left the guests a welcome basket and a bottle of wine." The silence on the line was delicious. Then came the sputtering. You rented it out? But that's our honeymoon spot." I answered calmly, "Caroline, you didn't want me at your wedding. Why would you want me involved in your honeymoon?" Then I hung up. Word spread that she had a full meltdown at the rehearsal dinner. Her new husband was livid. They ended up stuck in a roadside motel. No lakeside sunsets, no private dock, just a buzzing neon sign outside a window. Me. I sat on my porch in town, sipping iced tea, picturing her sulking under fluorescent lights. What I didn't expect was the thank you note from the family who stayed at my place. They wrote that it was the best vacation of their lives. Their kids swam all day, they grilled every night, and they'd treasure the memories forever. In that moment, I realized it wasn't just about denying my sister's fantasy. It was about giving joy to people who actually valued it. Caroline hasn't spoken to me since. She ranted on Facebook, calling me petty, but the comments flipped against her. "Wait, you didn't invite your own sister," her friends wrote. I didn't have to defend myself. The truth did it for me. That was the sweetest revenge. Not yelling, not fighting, just setting a boundary so sharp it cut through her entitlement. Sometimes the loudest statement you can make is simply refusing to play along. So, tell me, what would you have done? Handed over the keys anyway, or pulled the rug like I did? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And remember, the best revenge isn't anger. It's knowing your boundaries are louder than their demands.